G'day, my name's Russell Kempster. I'm the owner of a small business, Prime Motion Training, and I've just finished reading this fantastic book called Authority Content by Dave Jennings, and I've got to say it was a really enjoyable read. And the concept that Dave talks about is pretty simple, but at the same time it's actually genius, and he encourages you to deliver some training or helpful information to a live audience and record that presentation. Now, in doing so, you create for yourself a really valuable asset that can then be repurposed and leveraged in some really fantastic ways, and he goes through some tips on exactly how to do that. I got a lot out of this book, but the two things that I'll take away as really good learnings for my situation is, one, you don't need to run a huge event with 300 or 400 people in a big auditorium with all the bells and whistles. It could be something as simple as sitting around the office table with your 4 or 5 best customers, or even your own staff and team, where you're sharing valuable, helpful information. And that's the key. The content's got to be good quality. So it could be something as simple as that. That was a really important lesson for me. The second part is that I love how in chapter 14 Dave talks about the hunting tribe, and he explains how they go to the effort to track down an animal, to capture that animal and kill the animal. But they then use every part of that animal, from the fur to the skin, the bones, the meat, everything. There's nothing left over. And it's reward for the tribe going to the effort in the first place of tracking down and capturing the animal. So they're getting the greatest benefit for the effort that they put in. And I think that's a really good analogy for the concept that he's talking about with recording and then repurposing content. A really, really enjoyable read. If you're a business owner, I couldn't recommend highly enough. I've read heaps of books, as you probably have as a business owner. This is by far one of the most enjoyable and helpful reads that I've had. And if you haven't yet got a copy of Authority Content, I recommend that you do so as soon as possible. And I hope you enjoy the read as much as I did. Cheers.